Study Hall here on UFSU University. My name's Tam, and I'm joined by
Travis, TNT Tangerman.
James.
Tyler. I want you to say birthday boy after your name.
Oh, nope.
No.
What's Study Hall is for the unenrolled. We're taking a bunch of your guys' UFS topics, as well as some of our own we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, a little bit of housekeeping. Go to Patreon. We'd love your support. You guys said that there's good seven-handers, bad seven-handers. Let's just talk about that. Let's just air it out a little bit. You know.
Back to what I was doing then. Seven.
How do you feel about seven-handers? I mean, you're the in the topic prior where we talked about covert
intent.
Want me to write the name down on the card?
I just saw it. Okay.
Yeah, so we can reference it.
INT. Covert intent. How do you feel about seven-handers? Are they good right now?
I mean, probably as good as they've always been.
We just had a seven-hander win a major for the first time since Athena, correct?
Yes.
Sure.
Which
wasn't very long.
I mean, it was what, a full year?
Full year.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad since there hasn't been a six-hander that won that I know of since Witzel.
Right.
Which was 2014.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like we thought we were on the uprise of six-handers. Apparently we weren't.
Yeah. Can't hold seven-handers.
I mean, like,
Keep him in a corner.
It was always that there was six-handers winning, not seven-handers, right?
There's always seven-handers.
Always seven-handers winning. And then we got Spike, followed by Cassie Cage, and now Rap top.
Okay.
We didn't have
Destroy
anything.
Stationette, just so you know.
Yeah.
If you want to beat Stationette, just play Raptor.
Yeah.
I'll respond and blow up your foundation. Do you want to put that back in my hand? I'm down. This hurricane of death. Oh no! I'll put it back in my hand. I'll blow that thing up if you would. Actually, I can speak.
You want to put it back in my hand? Yeah, I'll pick it up.
I'll play it again.
Oh
no!
Oh no! It's an 8-speed flash coming at you. Don't do anything.
Hey, you wanna enhance to look at the top of your card of your deck? No, I don't think so.
Not today.
Yeah, I think seven-handers are still good. I still think you have to play post
Bebop 7
handers. I still think you have to play Map Pro. I still think you have to play.
I think there are some seven-handers you can play there.
Such as.
I think Cammie can be really nuts right now. No one's gonna try her. But Vega.
I agree with.
Can't it be a nuts under chaos?
Jury. Vega.
Oh God.
Heidi.
I think
know
Vega
why?
will always be good. Yeah.
Why?
Queen of Hearts, baby. Look at that hand.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Does she have
You
void?
only get one high block and the rest lows?
Does she have,
We'll get rid of the high
hold
block.
up. Does Cammie
This is
have,
high now.
Chaos.
Does Cammie have void?
No, she has
Chaos Life Order.
Oh
It's a-
yeah,
it's
so you
a
can't
void in hand.
You can't look at the hand because
that's
it's a void in
right.
hand. Yep.
Yeah.
Dang it, they
Ruining
were taken.
dreams.
They were.
Damn you, Ryan fam. You thought on this one, but not on covert. Damn you. So like I'm looking over the shoulder. Like Lord Raptor's playable, Kin's playable, Zhanghua's playable, Tornaluce's playable, Eugenia is apparently playable, Dejanette obviously is playable.
Is Eugenia Tunata not a seven-hander?
No.
It's a 1-1.
Okay. The only one? All right.
Yeah.
so like
Zolt also had his numbers changed, which is weird. I think Melina is playable. I think Quan Chi is playable. I was fucking getting fucked up by Quan Chi's at Worlds all day.
Takeda, I think, is playable. I think there's some cool stuff you can.
You think Takeda's playable?
Yeah.
Why do you think Takeda's playable?
Because the combos with him still exist, and nobody's playing the counters they used to. The counters used to get fucked up by overly dramatic. And I haven't seen that card in about a year. I haven't seen that card since the Bebop format.
Interesting. Yeah. I think it's just hidden.
Because all of these Earth and Fire decks are for sure playing it at 4-ofs.
I haven't seen it.
We also don't have many Earth and/or Fire decks here.
Well, and not here locally.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we should fix as like a group.
Probably.
We haven't had a Muslim deck in 4 years.
I also think Satoshi is playable, actually. Just doing Shadow Blade Shuriken things with
Plantman?
Reki and Mekimaru. Yes, I have that deck built. I think it's
Now,
good.
hold on. You said seven-handers are good. You said seven-handers aren't good.
I think so.
So don't come over here saying
You
that
said there's only like 5 playable.
Don't come over here on our side, on the right side of history,
So-
Travis. pretending like you've loved Plant Man since the beginning. All right?
Well,
Or Spike 1.
I do actually like Spike 1. But I digress.
Please.
So there are more seven-handers that are playable than I first had assumed.
Okay.
Because
Sasha.
Because
I saw Aaron Cook's Sasha deck, and it looked spicy as hell.
I mean, to be fair,
It has Fury.
You can play Covert Intent in that deck.
You don't even need it.
You don't.
You just
but you can.
You play
Under
your
life,
Ghost
you
Thief,
get Moonset too.
Ghost Thief Funerals
Under
on
Chaos.
Well,
on 4s, and you just smack them real bad.
Moonset fuels your covert intent.
Moonset on a 5.
Moonset does fuel your covert intent. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Moonset on a 5.
Man, that is interesting.
I think this is all like early game though.
Natali 3 dot
Not a character.
gets fuels your covert intent.
Not a character.
I know somebody who will disagree with that upstairs.
He's just not here right now to bitch about it.
You played him last week. No.
No.
Yeah, he played it. He didn't play.
He
it.
was-
played
he was-
it.
he
played
was
it
on
out.
the
hour.
So he played second girl.
So here's the thing. Better.
Hikaru.
Not a character.
Not a character.
I just like
Bitch
they're
about it.
7-handers are really rad, and I'm digging the two. Like the two that were just printed, arguably, or 3 that were just printed, or 2 of them are arguably the best characters in the set, right?
And one's arguably the coolest character in the set.
Yeah, and the third one's the coolest for sure.
Yeah.
And so like they're doing a good job with 7-handers.
Yeah.
I think Lord Raptor as a 7-hander is perfect. I think Ken as a 7-hander is perfect. I think like the 7-handers that they're making and then designing are very cool. I think Hua, honestly, is perfect. Like
3 damage attacks are nothing.
3 damage attacks, they do no damage.
It's the reason. I'm okay with Zolt 1. Everyone was
And then
freaking out about
suddenly
Zolt. Everybody was freaking out about Zolt. Like it's gonna be the next Akuma. It's like, it's cool.
No,
But
Zolt's,
like it's 1 damage.
Zolt's garbage.
Why?
No,
About
Zolt has one thing. He has
Shoki.
Not
Yeah,
a
he has
7-hander.
Shoki.
Who gives a shit?
he has Shoki. That's it.
Read the paper.
We're talking
I
about
was-
7-handers.
I was just talking about
Yeah,
the
but
creation of characters in general.
here's a hint. Nobody was high on Zolt minus that one combo.
The entire community was high on Zolt because they were expecting to get fucked up like they were for Akuma.
I didn't hear anything about this. I'm in the Discord, but
First entire week of this entire game when the set got spoiled, heard nothing but Zolt all the time.
Well, Zolt's cool.
He is.
he's cool.
Everyone was scared of 1/1s for some reason.
They're not 1/1s. They're X1s. It's whatever speed is. Still 1 damage though. So who gives
It's
a
just
shit?
like an
It's
extra
1
3
damage
damage to any attack.
He does a throw, which is totally fine.
Yeah,
Should have been a 7-handed.
might have been nuts.
Should have been able to
knows?
fuel his own momentum. Should have had other things to use his momentum. Anyways,
So yeah, I think 7-handers.
have been playable since last
Ever.
format. Like
Really,
I don't think 7-handers have gone away. I think we just happen to have more consistent 6-handers. If you look at the 6-handers that won, we had Spike, 2 progressive, and he gave himself an extra attack. So he was
As well as having
a 7-hander with extra life, and then we had Cassie Cage, who is consistent, and she turns all of her attacks into 1.5 attacks, and so at that point she guarantees the hit because of the speed buff plus the card's inherent damage buff, or vice versa, and so she has 6.5 hand size because of the stats on her attack cards, plus building down so that when she gets to block, she has a ready staging area. Like that's one of like the things about like the all builds right now that like fluster me, is the fact that because you're Cassie Cage, or because you were Maxi, or because of like how you play Akimbo, or how you play whatever, you build out this card pool, play 1 attack. That attack guarantees, like, gets you advantage, draws you cards, hits them for whatever, gets you momentum, stacks your deck, whatever, gets you that true advantage. And then when your turn's over, your staging area that you had committed to play this card is ready again.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to go in deep. It's just like I'm still playing the game. I have not advanced I've advanced my board without like committing to anything.
Yeah.
There's no commitment.
It's the reason I don't like. It's the reason like Cassie's the one character I want to play from that set, but refuse to play because how consistently good it is.
I think
I
you're.
don't want to play it.
I think you're a fool, Harry Potter.
You're a fool.
It's so dumb.
Fool.
The deck's just too consistently good.
So before we move on,
Yeah. From 7-handers.
I just want to say, I thought I just had a brain blast. So Zolt with covert intent.
Yeah.
I'll draw. Oh, my multiples don't count.
It's the same. It's the same thing as Akuma.
Yeah.
Except Akuma can actually kill people.
Well, I
Except
mean,
Zolt
if you're
does-
hitting them with like 31 ones, they're probably gonna die
Well,
Man,
because his multiples don't count towards progressive.
I guess. But like, so Zolt and Akuma have like the same thing. Neither of those characters have 7-hand size. I think the 7-hand
right.
size. I think the 7-hand size is still good. I still think it is the best in the game. I think 6 hand size is super good if you want consistency, and 7 hand size for the highest ceiling. And I think that's just how it's been. It's how it will always be. I think if you want to dig deep and you want to play a 5-hander, don't just play Goro. Like there's not like you can play Yoshimitsu, but he's a 7-hander sometimes. You can play like Yoshimitsu like breaks the rule, right? Because he draws 2 on mine and
Yeah,
your
he's a
turn.
9-hander.
Jackie breaks the rule because she
She's an
draws
8-hander.
on your opponent's turn, as well as air ground smash is very good in her. But like there's not these 5-handers or 6-handers coming out of the woodwork that like, hey, this card's insane now because of this. Sans like the ultra top tiers. Cassie got crazy because of Maxi stuff. The Void Akuma list I was talking to Ben Shoemaker about. Oh my god, I think that list is insane. It actually makes me just want to play Akuma, honestly. Like
Fuck you.
honestly, that list,
Fuck
I wouldn't dare try and step on Ben Shoemaker's feet. There's no fucking way I'm gonna win that battle. But like that, like 7-handers are going to run rampant, and they're only going to get more. They get to be more flexible because of the cards that they draw. Look at prime example, Kevin Broberg's Spike 1-dot deck, the coolest deck of the format so far. So cool.
Besides the Akuma,
No, I actually think so. The Akuma deck is only cool and interesting because it's void, right? Because as he's trading off Coffee
it's already
Sambas.
an idea I've had though.
Because no, he's trading off Coffee Sambas for Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
And that card's insane, especially in Akuma when you give it stun 1 and
Yeah.
they don't have a hand because you nuked their hand. Oh, it's so sexy. But like, who the fuck? Nobody in their entire life has gone to an actual event and played Spike 2-dot in Spike 1-dot. Not one person has done that ever in the
Yeah.
in the history of the world.
Yeah.
We could so if infinite timelines exist, there's still only our timeline where that's happened. like it's so rare.
I bet it's happened. I bet somebody's done it.
Not to an event.
I bet they have. I bet they have.
I would love to hear in the comments if you have actually done this.
Yeah.
That would be very, very
Put
cool.
them on blast.
I mean, like locals don't count.
Yeah, like
I'm talking like
go to
somebody's
PTC.
Probably done it.
At like a PTC.
But like 7-handers are so flexible with the things that they can do. Just like existing like Jury's playable, I believe. I totally think Jury's playable. I think that Vega's playable. I think that Satoshi is playable. I believe that. I believe the fire Satoshi is even playable.
Yeah.
Like, we
Samba makes it.
Samba's nuts.
Nuts.
And hey, I'm a 9. I'm a 10-hander.
Yeah.
Blow you up. Like,
Samba and Shadowblade make those 2 symbols for him.
there's no reason that we couldn't play all of these super rad cards. And the reason is because I get to see that extra card every turn.
Yeah.
Just how it is.
Another character that I think is just going to keep getting better as a 7-hander as sets go on is obviously Eugenia, because she's not restricted at all in what she's trying to do. She says, I get better depend on how good your opponent's deck is. So as decks get better and better, and we get better and better cards, she has better and better targets, which means she gets better as a character.
Well, so the counterplay there is just play a bad deck. And then, like, when you get to pair it in, it's like, oh, shit, my cards don't do anything, which means, like, your cards don't do anything, idiot.
And then she's a 7-hander and she kills you anyway.
I'm playing a bad 7-hander, though, so. No, I can totally see that, though. What are your thoughts on 7-handers? Tyler, do you have anything to add?
No. I've over the years grown more comfortable against 7-handers.
Against 7-handers?
Against 7-handers,
You
yeah.
like playing against 7-handers?
I like it a little bit more because they're so easy to kill. It takes 2 attacks.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
If you catch a
We're checking a
7-hander,
5 sometimes, I guess.
if you catch a 7-hander with their pants down, it's much easier to kill them than it is like a Goro who you caught with his
So
pants
the
down.
thing is, Goro, for the first 3 turns, always has his pants down.
Yeah, very true. But he's still extremely hard to kill. Oh, I have 40 health. You have 17 health. Awesome.
4 Nutcrackers kills him.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If you have the burning,
And we do. Because we're... What?
It's 5 nutcrackers.
What are you talking about?
5 nutcrackers.
Burning makes it 10.
because burning is stupid. And
Oh, okay.
And you only need 1 burning. It does not have to move.
Oh yeah.
Then go to your discard
I
pile.
mean, but then you're playing on a 6,
Sure.
on a 7. Like
Sure.
you have to pass
have to
all
do
of
it
it.
in 2 turns.
Yeah, you got 3
And then,
stones.
and then I'll discard a momentum after I check this covert on a 5 and play 2 more nutcrackers out of my hand because I drew them off of my nutcrackers. And conveniently, I discarded that burning as well. So
You get fucked.
I'm glad it's just gonna turn into 4 topics about covert.
I'm glad you're getting on the page that covert's fucking nuts.
What are you guys' whatever? What are you guys' thoughts on 7-handers? We'd love to hear them in the comments down below. We talk about 7, 5, 6s all the time. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be a 2-second combo about an 8-hander one time, like Splash Wheel versus whatever. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Leave in the comments down below. With that, we're gonna move on to topic 3.